In the last video, we looked at solving linear equations. In this one, we're going to look at a few more examples, but a bit different. So our first example, 2 brackets 3x plus 4 equals 17. Now in this example, we have a bracket. So our first step is going to be multiplying out that bracket. So when we have brackets like this 2 is multiplying everything inside the bracket. So we're going to have 2 times 3x, which gives us 6x, and 2 multiplied by positive 4, which gives us positive 8. And this still equals 17. We have a plus 8 here, so we're going to do the inverse, the opposite, which is subtract 8. And what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other. The 8's cancel out, which leaves us with 6x equals 9. 6x means 6 times x, so the opposite of this is going to be divide by 6. So x equals 9 over 6, or if we simplify this, 3 over 2, or as a decimal, 1.5. Our next example is going to involve fractions. 5x minus 6 all over 2, and this is going to equal 2. Now, some people might jump to saying we add 6 straight away, but we can't do that because this fraction gets in the way. So we're going to clear the fraction first. Now, a fraction like this, where you've got 5x minus 6 over 2, is saying 5x minus 6, all of that divided by 2. So we have to do the opposite. What's the opposite of dividing by 2? It's timesing by 2. 2's cancel. So we're going to end up with 5x minus 6 equals 4. Now we've got this minus 6. What's the opposite of minus 6? Plus 6. But what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other. The 6's cancel. So 5x equals 10. 5x means 5 times x, so the opposite of this is divide. X equals 2. Our final example has fractions, but the other way round. So this time, the x term is on the bottom of the fraction. So 15 over 4x minus 5 equals 5. So we want to clear this fraction. So to clear this fraction, we're going to multiply by the whole of the bottom. 4x minus 5. But what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. These cancel out on the left-hand side, leaving us with just 15. And this equals 5 multiplied by 4x minus 5. Now here, we could write a little times by in there, but we don't have to. Because in mathematics, when we have a number next to a bracket, it's inferred that it means times by. So like we did before with the brackets example, we're going to multiply out the brackets. So 5 times 4x and 5 times negative 5. 5 times 4x is going to give us 20, and 5 times negative 5 is going to give us negative 25. Now we can solve it like we did before. We're going to add 25 both sides. And then we're going to finish off by dividing by 20.